fight, man, let's talk a little bit about Ryan Garcia. He looking to move up in class once again after defeating Romero Dunno in 1 round. Golden Boy since giving Garcia a new contract, and that's thanks to Canelo, real talk, but that's another story for another day. Ryan is looking to make another major step up in the lightweight division in his quest to get a world title shot, okay, which probably be at a vacant belt. And I think, with Lomachenko going to unify the belts, really, which he not, because Devin is the real WBC champion, then I think Golden Boy is putting Ryan Garcia in position to get a vacant belt. But Garcia could face Jorge Linares next or Luke Campbell next. So let's talk about it. We back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Share the video now. I heard a couple weeks ago that Golden Boy wanted to match him with Jorge Linares. Now, Jorge Linares, he got parked by Lomachenko after dropping Lomachenko, and then he ended up getting, I think he got stopped by Pablo Cesar Cano. He beat Abner Cotto, and then I think he just got a win over nobody, okay? I think he might have beat Abner Cotto, then got stopped by Cano, then he got another win. So he come back to the lightweight division. He went up to 140, and it just wasn't for him. I believe he started off like at 26 or something like that. And this is the name I've been hearing linked towards Ryan Garcia for the longest. All of a sudden, Luke Campbell name jumps in there since Devin Haney had to face a mandatory in Javier Fortuna, which I heard that may go to purse bid since Eddie Hearn didn't get approval of funds from the zone, and the zone offer was very, very low to Javier Fortuna. So now, Devin Haney and Fortuna may go to purse bid, but I still doubt if PBC put money behind Fortuna and make Devin Haney come over to their platform for Fortuna, okay? But with Ryan Garcia, they definitely looking at putting him in position, and Oscar and Eric Gomez and Golden Boy. They definitely looking to put him in position for a world title shot, especially if it's Luke Campbell. When the belts become vacant, I think Ryan Garcia going to be there to get a vacant belt. Lomachenko is rumored to go back down. But, to me, the easier fight is Linares. But the thing about Linares is, one thing is he been stopped multiple occasions. Okay? He got a lot of scar tissue on his face. He always getting cut up and stuff of that nature. Luke Campbell, he was tough. He gave Lomachenko a run for his money. All right, but let's talk a little bit about the Linares fight, because I think that's the fight that they're going to target. Linares being on the downslope of his career, it's only so many times he can go hide and tune up in Japan and then come back and be a world title contender. He's been stopped by Sergio Thompson, Antonio DeMarco. I mean, a lot of guys. Lomachenko, Pablo, Cesar Cano. And it's one thing Ryan Garcia seeing the guy's speed and power. But what's so funny, though, is that Linares and Garcia kind of remind me of each other. You know what I'm saying? They both kind of long and tall, you know what I'm saying? And both got good hand speed, but both are stiff. Ryan Garcia is extremely athletic, but it's a difference between being athletic and being slick. Slick has got something to do with it's just a rhythmic movement that you're born with. It's nothing that you can learn. It's just something that you really born with. Yeah, you can learn how to move your head, move your waist, but it's a rhythmic movement that's in your DNA. And you've seen guys try to mimic the rhythmic DNA, but when they fight the real thing, like Canelo did with Floyd, the generic version doesn't work versus the real thing. Yeah, you can act slick and act like you slick versus certain competition, but once you go against a real slick boxer, you get exposed like Canelo did versus Floyd. But both of them dudes has got fast hands, had good power at 135, and they kind of remind you of each other a little bit. Obviously, Jorge is more seasoned. He's been through the car wash a few times, but I think with Ryan Garcia, I think it'd be a good test for him. At the end of the day, if he punching like he did versus Romero Dunno, if you believe it was Romero Dunno took a dive, but if he punching like that for real, he should be able to bail himself out, even if Linares is up on the cards by parking Linares. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be an experience. It's going to be an experience, and Ryan Garcia, once you get running combinations on him, he get to putting them earmuffs on. He don't really slip and make a boxing movement or whatever. And, Linares, he still can crack. And he still got good hand speed at the division. So it's going to be a good fight. I'm not saying that, Ryan Garcia should run away with it, but it's a good level up fight. Now, Luke Campbell, that's a hell of a level up fight. I don't really think he's going to take that fight. He may be more, fat, have more speed than Luke Campbell, but Luke Campbell can thump. You know what I'm saying? Luke Campbell got real power. The problem with Luke Campbell is he just hella stiff. And so is Ryan Garcia, but he don't have the speed though. Garcia should be able to, use his hand speed. But the thing about Luke is he'll go mellis. Luke will time you. And Luke got the bomb to put on Garcia's chin. Luke can knock Garcia out. That's a dangerous fight because Luke Campbell got timing. He may be stiff, but so is Ryan Garcia. But he real technical. You know what I'm saying? Garcia have a speed advantage, but once that speed slow down, Luke Campbell know how to catch up with you. And I just think that's not what they should be doing right now. Luke Campbell and Garcia. I would pick Luke Campbell to win that fight. And he should, unless he get robbed or they pay him to take the nosedive. You know what I'm saying? But I see the Linares fight being more an easy fight to make. Linares on the downslope of his career. Garcia is not like Shakur or Devin or Christopher Colbert or, Jarian Ennis. He not on that level yet. Gary Anton Russell. He not on that level of fighter yet. You know what I'm saying? He like the next wave of prospect, in my opinion. And I think Luke Campbell, if he beat Luke Campbell, I think he put himself in that category. He beat Jorge Linares, I think, and impressively, I think he put himself as what he is now as a rising prospect through the lightweight division. He beat Luke Campbell. I think he's arrived as a contender, as the next who got up. I think he in the same round with Devin. And when people say, oh, he beat Devin in the amateurs, that's the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? The amateurs and professional ranks is two different things. And what I've seen as a professional, I don't think he on Devin Haney level yet, but I could be wrong. But also looking at Devin Haney, he ain't a finished product neither. A lot of people saying, oh, he Black Jesus and you beat Lomachenko, not so fast. There's a lot of things to his game that need to be cleaned up. As a professional style, he need to continue to sit on his punches more. A lot of times he move a lot much, like he's scared to get hit. He got just an amateur style still. And some people, like, oh, you hate. I'm not hating. I'm a big fan. But he gonna need to learn how to sit down a little bit more. And he been doing that. I see the maturation in Devin Haney. I see the progress being made and some of the things that he's doing. But, I think Fortuna is going to be a good test for him. But for Ryan Garcia, if I'm handling him and, I'm handling him with the training wheels on, I think, Linares is fight. But big ups to him. He fight Luke Campbell. I'll be surprised. But Luke Campbell, I think that's a knockout waiting to happen for Luke Campbell. Les Lomachenko just took his soul. But Luke Campbell been beat before by Yendi Mendy. And that'd be a good fight for Ryan Garcia. Yendi Mendy, a guy who gave Luke Campbell a tough fight too. You know what I'm saying? Tough rookie guy that come forward. But Garcia just, he got things to learn in the ring. And I really don't see the improvement with Eddie Reynoso yet. And they've been together for a few fights or whatever. I don't really see the improvement like that yet. But I think eventually it takes like 3, 4, 5, 6 camps to see noticeable improvement. So, and also he has to step up in class to get that improvement, to see those improvements. So once he get tested, maybe by Linares or Luke Campbell, then you may start seeing a little bit more body movement. Then you might start seeing the counter punching. Then you might start seeing more of the boxing skills on display. But it definitely either one of them be a step up in class. But Romario Dunno was a huge step up in class, but people just had their questions about if that fight was fixed or not. But I mean, we can't play the if game. He got the victory. But if he fight Luke Campbell, I like Luke Campbell to win that fight, to be honest. But if he beat Luke Campbell fair and square, I got to do nothing but give the kid his credit. He deserves to be in the same breath as Devin and Shakur and them almost. Even if he don't get a real world title, I think I think a lot of them still just prospects with a belt until they fight a serious contender. And that's just my, it's my opinion on it. But let me know who you want to see Ryan Garcia fight next. Jorge Linares, Luke Campbell. I heard the talks between both camps going on. I think it'd be more Jorge Linares. I think he's still a Golden Boy fighter as well. Or he has some affiliation with them, so they know him well. It'd be easier to fight to make. And I think Luke Campbell should just tune up and get back in the win column and then come back versus Devin or Ryan Garcia, perhaps down the line for a vacant belt. So see it going that way. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business, question, inquiry, response to your video request. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation, on link subscription. Best way to donate is share the video. Other than that, man, appreciate the love, support. Check out our boxing playlist. Heavyweight, middleweight, welterweight, boxing news, boxing rumors. We got you covered. And NBA, NFL, and music entertainment, the whole 9. One time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfella, Goodfella Sports TV. We go.